Welcome to the tutorial on how to use the GIS network cleanup tools in AquaTwin software. The purpose of these tools is to assist our users when building a hydraulic model. These tools can be found in the GIS network cleanup folder in the Tools tab of the Data Explorer. The GIS network cleanup tools are meant to be used on assets that are already active in the hydraulic model. Please see the Importing Data into AquaTwin video for more information regarding importing data into a hydraulic model. Before we start going through the tools, it is important to note that all AquaTwin tools can be run on the entire hydraulic model or a selection in the hydraulic model. A shortcut to the ArcGIS selection tool can be accessed here. Note that the drop-down of the selection tab also has shortcuts for making selections. For instance, if I want to select all junctions, I can easily do that, or all dead-end pipes. Two of the most important selection shortcuts in model building will actually be the select all disconnected junctions and all disconnected pipes. Since these tools run on ArcGIS selections, you can also take advantage of saved selections and saved queries to run the tools on desired assets. Please see the saved selection and saved query tutorial video for more information on saved selections and queries. The first tool we will discuss is the Network Data Analysis tool. This tool can be run to check the hydraulic model for a number of issues before the hydraulic model is actually running. This is available for AquaTwin Water and AquaTwin Sewer. The results from the network data analysis are shown in the Message tab. For example, if I wanted to search for all the adverse slope pipes in this sewer model, I can check adverse slope for conduit, click on Analyze, and you can see now my message board has been populated with all my adverse slope pipes. If I come to options, I can also add these results to a selection. So I'll click OK, and if I exit out of this, you can actually see these pipes are selected in my model. I also can investigate this further by double-clicking on the assets in the Message tab, and this will actually zoom in to the pipes that have issues with them. The next tool we will look at is the Search Pipe Split tool, as well as the Split Pipes tool. The first tool searches the model for pipes that have junctions on top of them but are not currently split. By running this tool, an ArcGIS Pro selection is made on the pipes that can be split. Then the Split Pipes tool will actually split the pipes on whatever is selected. So now let's run the Pipe Splits tool on the entire model here. When the tool finishes running, in the Message tab, it'll tell you how many pipe splits that have been found. If you go to the Verification tab, you can also see a more detailed version of this. Notice that by running the Search Pipe Splits, it automatically made an ArcGIS selection. So let's zoom into this asset. You can see right here, if I select this pipe, this is just one entire pipe when it actually could be split by this junction right here. So now if I run Split Pipes on the pipe that I have selected, and if I clear this selection, now you'll notice that these has turned into two separate pipes with connectivity already built in. The Search Vicinity Junction tool searches the model for junctions that are close together, and users can merge junctions by running Merge Vicinity Junctions. The user can specify a search distance in the digital twin options as well. So by running the Search Vicinity Junctions, you can see for this model, 4 have been identified. If I go to my Verification tab, I can zoom into these, and you can see that these junctions are close together. Since this tool actually makes an ArcGIS selection, I can run Merge Vicinity Junctions on what's selected, and now these are going to be merged together. If I clear this selection and then refresh my map, now if I zoom to those, you'll see that they're now merged together. The next tools that we'll talk through are Search Intersecting Pipes and Fix Intersecting Pipes. If I run Search Intersecting Pipes on this model, it'll search the entire hydraulic model for pipes that are intersecting where there is no junction. Similar to the previous tools, the Message tab will have enough information for us to identify where these issues occur. In the Information tab, it'll say 6 crossing pipes have been found, and if I go to the Verification tab, I can look at these in more detail. So let's look at this crossing pipe. Now if I run Fix Intersecting Pipes, what it'll do is it'll actually add a junction where these pipes intersect. So now if I come up here and hit reset map, you can see that a junction has been added where those pipes have intersected. The next tool we'll go over is trace parallel pipes. If I run this tool, what it does is identify pipes in the system that share junctions. For instance, let's zoom into the selected pipes up here. For the two on the left, this might actually be a real system, where the two pipes, they actually share junctions, but they're not on top of each other. But if you look at the far right, what this tool can actually identify is pipes that are overlaid on top of each other where you wouldn't otherwise know. And if I zoom in here, you can see that in my GIS, I accidentally imported two pipes when there should only be one. Trace disconnected pipes and trace disconnected junctions are spatial searches in the model. These tools should only be used for AquaTwin Asset. If you want to search for disconnected pipes or disconnected junctions in a hydraulic model, please refer to the beginning of this video where we went through some of the other selection tools. The final tools that we'll go over are trace downstream, trace upstream, trace in between, and trace network. If I run trace downstream, all I have to do is select a junction and it will select everything downstream all the way to an outfall. If I run trace upstream and select a junction, it will actually trace all the way upstream of that junction and make that selection. Trace in between is where I can specify two nodes and make a selection in between them. For example, I can select this node, and find a path, and now you can see I've made that selection. Trace network actually traces the entire network from a selected junction. For instance, if I select this junction in the middle of my screen, it'll trace out everything that is connected to it. So for this example, you can see there's essentially 3 zones in this hydraulic model, and the junction I selected is in this middle zone.